Hi everybody, my name is Precious Nyarambi. I'm the founder of this organization, Vessels of Virtue. We are a voice of empowerment and transformation. We are currently based in South Africa and Zimbabwe. Our focus areas have been identifying previously marginalized women that we train and equip. We also run business accelerators. We also do a bit of outreach programs to the rest of Africa. And the reason for this shooting or program rather is to address some of the challenges that we've identified as we work with entrepreneurs through some of the business accelerator sessions that we run. And our organization as well being a social enterprise, we are also into business, and we wanted to just try and demystify some of the challenges that we feel entrepreneurs face and challenge on a day-to-day basis, and how they can navigate themselves around it.
Hi, my name is Precious Mvulane. Today we're going to talk with Precious. Thank you, Precious, for the invite. We will be talking about 3 topics. One will be how to get ourselves unstuck on our businesses and what has led to that, but also just discuss as ladies on how we had managed to keep on going with this space. The second topic we're going to talk about is finance and then compliance. I hope this will help you to actually deal with the challenges you have in your business.
It is indeed an honor to have you on the show. I think that as entrepreneurs who are starting and also maybe who are still trying to get things right, sometimes we find ourselves stuck, and actually it's just in our minds where we think we are stuck. So we would like for you to kind of like demystify the misconception around it, because I strongly feel that it's only in the brain. Once you demystify it there, then you can be able to unpack into a lot of other things.
I personally think, yes, definitely it will start from the mind, but it's also about, you see, when you're stuck, it's more about the past than about the future. Okay. It's more about your strength on how you have built yourself, your inner talk, the self-talk that we usually have as human beings. What is actually going on within that? So, and in most cases, what we should be asking ourselves is that when I'm getting stuck, am I pushing too hard? I think sometimes we push too hard. We're not taking our lessons from the previous day to build them to the following day, to be able to say, okay, what did I learn about that? And how do I then use that lessons to tell me as an indicator? But also we take this being stuck as pulling off your hair. It's more about God just saying, maybe not that path. Okay. You need to rethink about the path. So I'm of a view that what should never change is the vision. Okay. Vision should not change. But how I get to that vision will need to change.
Can be improved.
And can be absolutely be improved. It can change as long as you still have your values as to what you stand for and you are clear where you want to go. So when you're unstuck, it's about going back to the drawing board. I still feel it's also indication to the market. Maybe what you're offering is not to the right market. We're not talking to the right person. The target market may not be right for it, or the target market sometimes is not ready. It's too early for them to take up what you have. But that does not mean it's not relevant. Okay. And that for me has been one of the areas that I kind of feel, what is it? And you end up actually beating yourself up as though you think it's you. You're not the right person. You don't have the right message. Sometimes it's just the market saying, not at this point.
So what I find very funny about this conversation is that there was a saying I wrote the other day about relearning learning new things. So sometimes maybe we cannot build a future without embracing the past. We have to be honest with ourselves about the past, take the lessons from the past, then we build on towards the future that we want to see. But then maybe it also means that we align ourselves to a certain belief system that is good to nurture the growth component that we want to arrive to, or that we are aspiring to become.
Definitely. I think even on the path where you're talking about unlearning, so unlearning and relearning, it's more about past should only give you principles, right? Not necessarily be achieving something in the past is good. It gives you some sort of, you can success journals, but it's not enough to take you to another level. So you're gonna need to understand that to go an extra mile or a higher level than you have been, you're gonna have to have a new lessons, a new experiences. It's about you being uncomfortable with doing something else and not being stuck on just doing the same thing and expecting different results.
Okay, that's powerful. So the belief system plays also a very pivotal role in our work ethic and how we can then be able to execute the work that we do on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, so I think one of the things that we generally struggle with is that because the world is so tough on any entrepreneur, you will get 9, 8 no's before you get 1 yes out of 10.
That's true.
You then start not trusting what is within yourself. You then start actually doubting what is it that you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it. So having a belief into that vision is the key component, but also building up tools around yourself to make sure that belief actually doesn't be attacked by anybody. When it is attacked, you can still stand on your own 2 feet to be able to stand up. Because when you really think about it, being an entrepreneur is about being self-sufficient. Is you being enough. And I think that is one of the things as entrepreneurs we're going to need to ask ourselves. We're also going to need to start looking at the ecosystems that we're creating as entrepreneurs ourselves, so that when you extend help, we extend help within ourselves, because we know how it's like. We know exactly what also it means.
So would you mind unpacking self-sustenance for me as an entrepreneur? Because already it's a long journey, so how do I sustain myself in it?
So one is knowing what gets your engine running as a person.
And on top of that, you're waking up to a day where everything is saying no.
Yeah.
How do you keep the engine running?
So how you keep the engine running is, first, you're going to have to trust that vision. You cannot have part 2, part 3 of some sort of an option. You're going to have to get in and say, this is it. I don't have any plan B on this.
So you cannot then say you are growing a vision that you're not fully convinced of yourself.
Yes. So you're not fully convinced, because this, I generally will say that most of the time, for any vision, if you were to think of people that have really made a huge success, that's all they lived for. They had to sacrifice themselves for that vision.
Okay.
Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we don't think of ourselves as athletes. An athlete runs for 4 years. 4 years preparing. Only one day they're going to need to prove themselves. And on that one day, for heaven's sake, sometimes the body just can't do it. So we're going to start thinking of ourselves as athletes and ask ourselves and preparing for that yes.
That 1 year.
That 1 year.
Everything that I'm going to do every day. Small steps
towards that 1 year. So that when that 1 year pops in, you are as ready as a sword.
I remember one speaker said that, you know, God always makes use of prepared vessels. So whilst I wait, then I prepare myself intellectually, academically,
and physically.
And I prepare myself towards this day.
Yes.
So preparation is key.
Preparation is key. So it's almost like every day you're gonna wake up as though today I'm gonna get a yes.
So that's your self-motivation.
Every day, today I'm gonna get a yes. Today I'm gonna get a yes. But also it's about certain habits that are gonna feed that body, that are gonna feed that mind. Certain habits that are gonna feed your ecosystem.
Okay. Wow. Demystifying the misconception around growing our own businesses. Wow. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity and for the segment. We'll continue with the other segment in the next show. Thank you.